get his teeth fixed? And what strange musical cult will Americans next pick up on? Maurice dancing, perhaps? Maybe someone should warn Maurice in advance. In the meantime, in between time, let's have fun over in New York and here in England with the new Wicked Ska revival, courtesy of Rapido.
One step beyond!
13 years after Britain's two-tone revolution, it's America's turn to switch on to ska. 3 former specials, Neville Staples, Sir Horace Gentleman and John Bradbury, teamed up with ex-Beat toaster Rankin Roger for a one-off US tour under the name Special Beat.
In April of 1990, I was involved with the Ska Festival in San Francisco, which sold out. It held 10,000 people. And all of a sudden, my mind and my eyes opened and realized that there was a certain buzz in America for ska music. When I got back to England, me and Brad hooked up, and between us, we got this band, Special Beat, together.
On the Wild West life, you've done too much too young. Now you're married with a kid when you could be having fun. Oh, no, give me no more pity. Call me immature, call me a poser.
Special Beat drew full houses on their American tour, but nowhere more so than in New York, where ska frenzy has broken out, creating that strange creature, the American nutty boy.
It's fun. It's the funnest music there is. I mean,
pretty much you can dance to it, you can mosh to it. It's got soul roots, it's got reggae roots, it's the roots of reggae.
The ska scene has a big, band mass come around. Ska delights to play. This is a big show. Everyone's excited. We got, big turnout.
You just hear it from your friends, like older friends. Like I heard it from my brothers when I was 6. I was just it just gets into you. You feel the beat. Can't get rid of it. It doesn't get out of you.
There's a movement across the nation. There's bands like them Scholar Band Boston. It's going all around. And for the fact that it's actually rising back above, it's actually becoming current.
Homegrown ska bands are starting to spring up, boasting names like the Toasters, Mark Wasserman and Bigger Thomas, seen here in concert. Roger Attalone Jr. from New Jersey's multiracial Bigger Thomas traced the roots of ska in the States.
I think it's because when all these bands broke up, I guess in the early 80s, they were just starting to make inroads in this country. And people like Roger and I, who grew up listening to them in our we're in our early 20s, really didn't get into them until they broke up. So I think a lot of people are like us that just started to find out about it, and the scene has grown from that.
Exactly. When ska died down in England, it picked up over here.
This star is coming like a little star.
Many of the new wave of ska bands draw influences from probably the most prominent of the 70s ska tribes, Coventry's The Specials. The group have many happy recollections of those heady days.
Ghost town, because it was at the right place at the right time, and it mirrored England spot on then, and it was a fabulous piece of music.
The label identity was something hard.
What I loved most about Tucson was that the idea of black and white, and it brought a lot of black and white people together. So in the end, you get 2,000 black and white kids in a concert, but it wouldn't matter if they were black and white because they were all dressed the same, and that was a good thing about it.
A woman's touch is here tonight. Oh, a woman's touch will be tonight. So what a joy, what a joy, what a joy.
Australian-born Rob Bucket Hingley, singer-guitarist of the New York band The Toasters, reckons ska is poised to enter the mainstream music scene.
If some mogul decides that this is going to be what it is, they're going to buy it and they'll make it be commercially successful. All it needs is some guy with $1 million to say, okay, let's make a few videos, show it on MTV, and then that's it. In a way, I think that might be the death of it. And it goes back to what we were saying earlier, that the reason it's still around is because that hasn't happened. But I think what seems to be happening for us is a lot of the industry guns are beginning to bear on ska. They need something new.